So far, we've built a simple server app that displays Hello Node.js in the browser, and we've gone extensively into how requests and responses work by building a simple router. I'm sure you're getting a hang of how Node works at its core. Underneath the surface, the libuv implementation is responsible for all the I/O beyond which V8's event loop fires events. These are then intercepted by event listener objects where you write your functionality. So our simple Hello Node.js server and subsequent implementations of a server were done using the create server method from within the HTTP module. It should be noted here that all that the create server method does is create a new instance of the http.server class, which by itself is nothing more than an event emitter. When data flows in, such as an HTTP request from a user, the http.server class, which is an event emitter, emits a request event. The request event itself contains our familiar request and response objects. The request object here is part of the http.incoming message stream, which means that this is a readable stream of data flowing in that we can read, decode, and process. And we are allowed to write our response using the http.serverResponse object class, which is a writable interface. So when we use res.writehead, res.end, and other response methods, we are writing to the http.serverResponse interface. I hope this further gives you insight into how Node's low-level implementation of a server interface works. And it's not just about HTTP. We can instantiate server instances for TCP and UDP protocols as well. So it's not just the browser which can send requests to a server written in Node. It could very well be a device such as gas sensors in coal mines which can connect to a Node server to send data in real time, or an audio-video streaming service that leverages direct UDP level communication. Node's C++ core then does the job of talking to your processor in machine language. And because of this, Node can actually be made to work with a wide array of processors. So Node really goes beyond just web applications, and we are beginning to scratch its surface as we continue on with this course. So now, armed with this knowledge and the process of routing that you saw earlier, let's write a simple web server in the next screencast. More specifically, this server will serve a static HTML website.